What's up, guys? Welcome back to A Trucker's Life. I'm Jorge Navarro. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, welcome back, guys. Right now, I'm at a Chinese restaurant that holds a very dear place in my heart. And unfortunately, Willie won't let me in.
Oh, God.
Dang it, Willie. No, it's the whole, you guys know what's going on. That's the only reason I can't go in. But Willie's personality, guys, when you come in, this guy right here makes it worth you stopping. But anyways, so I used to stop here when I very first started driving trucks. So I started driving about 20 years ago, and when I discovered this place was probably 15 years ago. So I would come through here all the time, and I would stop and I'd get me something to eat. And it's been years since I've stopped here, probably maybe 5 to 10 years since the last time I was here. And things have changed a lot in my life ever since. And the other reason also that I kind of stopped by here, not really, well, I didn't stop by here to talk to them, but there's the tow truck company that picked up my truck that was on top of that hill, that took it to, as you guys know, it's Peterbilt up there, here in Chattanooga. But right now we're gonna stop and get some General Tso's chicken. And I used to like getting the lo mein here. I don't know why I didn't order the lo mein. You caught me off guard, man. The lo mein here is excellent. And what exit is this, Willie?
Exit 181.
Exit 181, guys. Here's the address right here. If you guys want to stop. And let me walk around here real quick and show you that there's parking. There's some parking spots so you can come in here. But the way I came in was exit the freeway here. You can come down, and you can look up Gates too. Gates tow truck, Yates towing here in Chattanooga. But you can exit here on 24, and then if you come down, you could either go around the building this way or you can go around the building this way. This is the way I came. That way, whenever I was ready to go, I could just get out, and I could just get out easier. So there's plenty of room here for you to make this turn. And then you can go around the back of the building there, and there's spots in the back over there where you can park. But here's the name of the place if you guys are interested in stopping. I was just in the mood for some Chinese food, and I remembered this place, and I was like, I'm gonna stop by and check this place out again. Man, the temperature has changed. It's raining and being nasty. It's supposed to snow here later on, so I got to get the heck out of Dodge, get back to Texas. Truck I'm driving is having some issues. Power steering, I think it's starting to go out, because every time I start turning the steering wheel, it starts doing a little whining. There is a small air leak that needs to be taken care of. So when I get back to Houston, I'm gonna get that addressed and continue on working. As you guys saw from the previous video, hot chocolate's still in the shop to this day when I post this video. And still waiting on that phone call where we can jump on a plane and fly on up here, because I'm ready to get my truck back, guys. But I'm gonna grab me something to eat here. Like I said, you can't go in, they got the little door. But talk to Willie. This guy has an amazing attitude. It's pretty funny too. So here he is again. He didn't want to show his face though. That's messed up. There he is. There's Willie right there. So yeah, stop by here. It's a family-owned business, right? Yeah, y'all. How long have you owned this place? About 20 years. Wow, so almost just as long as I've been driving trucks.
Since 1998.
1999. Yeah, that's what's up. Cool. So yeah, Chattanooga. Come check these guys out. Their food is great, and their prices are good as well, and plenty of parking for you truckers. So come on over and check them out. Later, Willie. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get back on the road. Thing when you do come here, guys, you got to be careful, because that person right there was one of the ladies of the night. Sweet lady. I just told her I wasn't interested, and she's like, okay, and left. Hey, I can't hate that lifestyle. That's how they make their money. And I don't know what reason they ended up in that lifestyle. Ladies of the night is what I'm talking about. And I feel it for them. I feel it for them that they had to go to that extent or what happened in their life to get to that spot. But I don't want to kill the energy into the video, guys. Willie, his energy is amazing. That guy is really, really cool. He was telling me something pretty interesting here too, is that down this street right here, which is Kelly Street, is if you guys, I don't know if you guys follow, there's a YouTube channel, two young men called Goon Squad. They are, if you haven't watched their channel, they are amazing young brothers that rebuild wrecked cars. And also down the other way, this way, so Goon Squad lives down that way, and down this way is another famous YouTube channel called V-Tunes. So yeah, also, so there's a lot of creativity in this little area right here, because there at Yates, there's also a TikToker that is very, very popular. Also, he's got a lot, I think over 100,000 or maybe even more subscribers too. And I also want to give a shout out, and I didn't get his name, the driver to that tow truck from Yates. That dude was cool. He was cool as ice, guys. He's amazing people. So this little area right here, I mean, I've already, I guess, met some pretty amazing people. This is one of the things that I love about driving trucks, is meeting amazing people. But I mean, even the lady of the night was very, very nice, not pushy, and just it was a cool interaction. I mean, I don't know what else to say. But yeah, guys, just be vigilant when you come here. I wouldn't spend the night here, but to stop and get yourself something to eat real quick. And guys, this is, I know my fat ass shouldn't be eating this type of food like this, but for $10, this is substantially heavy. We will not be eating it all. Not all at once, at least. But yeah, I'm gonna go back in there and give Willie these decals, and which I've had for a long time, and I haven't passed them out, put them anywhere or anything. These are mainly meant to be put like places that you've been, and you just put one there or whatever. So yeah, haven't done any of that. But right now I'm gonna go give Willie these two, and y'all come check these guys out. They're very good food, very good people. All right, I'm gonna grub and get back on the road. Well, my beautiful people, we have made it back to Texas, home safe. Oh, look, check this out. There's a deer. Let me back up. Let's see if we can catch it. See if we can catch the deer. Oh, we ain't gonna catch nothing, but ah, dang. There was a deer right there. I guess we didn't get to see it. But y'all seen deer a time or two. But yeah, we made it back home, guys. Made it back home safe. The power steering, I ain't there anymore. The power steering is gonna have to be replaced on this truck. I don't know if you guys can hear the whining. Turning the wheel, see if you guys can pick it up. Trust me, it's there. But it's whining a lot more, and the steering wheel's getting harder at points. There's zero place to park here right now. I'm looking for a place, and there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. But anyways, yeah, so maybe there's a spot right here. Maybe we got us a spot, guys. Right here next to this wrecked one. Back up. That guy there, well, my understanding, that truck there came off of a ramp a little too fast and ended up rolling the truck. He was loaded with I don't know with what, but he was loaded, and he ended up rolling the truck over, unfortunately. But only spot, literally only spot in the house to park. But yeah, the power steering is gonna have to be changed. Like I was saying, there's a leak that has developed as well, an air leak that needs to be repaired before we get back on our way. It's a tight little spot, but they're not gonna move this other truck. The wreck truck's gonna be kind of close to it. Just try not to hit this. Try not to hit Michael Padre's truck over here. W9. Always beautiful trucks. Those W9s are beauties. Okay, a little bit of a tight spot. See, barely enough room right here for us, but we got enough to do what we have to do. But let's see if we can pick up the winding a little more now that you hear that. I don't know if you guys can pick that up. So yeah, it's gonna have to be replaced, unfortunately. The only fortunate thing is that it's not my truck. The unfortunate part is that even though it's not my truck, this is the one I'm making money on, and I'm not gonna be able to make any money because we are not running. Let me jump back here and show you guys something real quick. So this truck is actually a natural gas truck right here. So probably very expensive. I know just because it has this system right here is extremely expensive. But, well, now we can't. There's a little leak right here, guys. Now I'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can turn the light on for you. There we go. There we go. Our light came back on. I had to figure it out. So, here's our little leak right here. Got us a little air leak, and it's kind of loose. It's kind of loose. You guys can kind of see it move there. So that needs to be addressed. Power steering needs to be addressed. But yeah, guys, this truck unfortunately was rolled. Ow. It's not, doesn't have crazy damage. Just this side right here has some damage. This right here got damaged. But these tanks right here, guys, they're natural gas, and you would think, hey, if he rolls it over or punctures it, it could explode, right? Yes and no. I used to drive. The only reason I'm telling you about this, guys, is my tanker experience started with this type of truck, the LNG truck. About 5 years ago, I think, give or take. It was the first company that ever did the LNG, or one of the very first. And they had this system, and the system absolutely sucked. I mean, it sucked crazy. Now, this truck here, let's see, let's go back around. Because if I'm not mistaken, the truck that I drove used DEF, diesel, and natural gas. So what was the whole point of the natural gas, right? It looks like this one is completely natural gas. So this makes a lot more sense. If you're going to go to green energy supposedly, then you'd want it all to be green energy. But and that was the name of the company, matter of fact, that I worked for, Green Energy. And they had, like I said, diesel, DEF, and the natural gas. But I see this one is completely natural gas. But anyways, guys, what I was going to tell you is these tanks right here supposedly have been tested to withstand like extreme pressures and very, very hard to puncture. Supposedly they're very, very thick. So to be able to get a hole or a puncture in one of these tanks, it's pretty hard. Nothing is impossible, of course. Everything is possible. But from my understanding and what they told us when we were running these trucks was that these tanks are extremely thick, and the actual fuel cell, or where the fuel goes in, the tank is actually in the middle, and it's a lot smaller than this right here. And you can kind of hear it too. It doesn't sound like this. See how that has a little bit more of a higher pitch? Let's see, do I have anything else that we can use? Let's see, let's try this. Y'all hear that? Well, that's because it needs a little bit of fuel too, though. But let's see if we can get over here. See, it's a little bit more of a dense, sound. But yeah, this company, Heniff, has invested in these trucks. There's quite a few of them now. And they also just, I think, put in an order for like over 50, I think over 100 electric trucks as well. So that's pretty interesting that they're trying to keep up with innovation and all that stuff. See this thing right here, guys? Sometimes if you ever see a truck, one of these trucks, and here's where you fill it up right here. Very, very cold. Very, very cold when you fill these things up. But that little thing right there is actually a purge. So the way they used to work, like, yeah, it's all basically the same. Here's all the stuff right here. But anyways, whenever it would pressure, a little bit too much pressure was in there, it would release a little bit of you could actually hear it whistle. It would release some vapors out of there, but they weren't flammable supposedly, right? I'm sure you guys have seen a LP trailer or a trailer liquid, like some type of liquid transport trailer that you'll see like a little smoke coming out the top of it. Well, then that's what it is. It's something similar to this, but very cool, very innovative, trying to do something a little different. And I'm sure these companies get a lot of extra kickbacks if they decide to use these type of technologies. You know, a lot of people say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But anything that can kind of help the environment, I think, I'll give it a thumbs up. And it's something new. The trucking industry, or trucks, have not changed that much in many, many years. And this right here is one huge change. The engine supposedly on these trucks, let me see if we can pop the engine on this truck. Let me see if it's open on that side. Oh, this side's missing the strap, so we can open it. But look at that sunset, guys. That sunset looks beautiful. Let's see. All right, so let's see if we can actually open the hood here. But my understanding on these trucks here, the diesel engine, or the engine that's in here, cannot be used with diesel, so it can't be turned back. So it basically just looks like a regular Cummins engine. But my understanding, it cannot be turned back into a diesel engine. So it's built just for this application. Yeah, see, it's a Cummins. There's your stuff right there. Now, I think it looks a lot like the rest of them, but supposedly the internals and some of this stuff right here is something that cannot be turned back into a diesel engine if you were trying to delete those tanks. Now, I can tell you that there was a company, I think Lufkin, Texas, that bought almost all of the green energy trucks because green energy went out of business. And what they did was just rip out, because the trucks were fairly new. They were ragged out, but they're fairly new. And what they ended up doing was stripping out the tanks, taking off the engines, and doing kind of like a Fitzgerald type of a package on them, and got them back on the road. But I mean, these trucks, I mean, it's a Peterbilt. And the ones that we were driving were the 389s. No, what were they? I don't remember what they were. I think they were 389s. So they're worth substantially a lot of money. Just the frame and the body was worth money. So where's the little locking thing that these things have? They don't want to close. But so I mean, even if you bought this truck and you stripped it out, put a Detroit engine in it, diesel engine in it, and made it into just a regular diesel truck. Oh, here it was right here. It would still be worth some money. And right now in the market that we're in, it would definitely be worth some money. Can't get over that sunset though. It's beautiful. And there it is. Unfortunately, she's out of commission for a little while. That's it, guys. Thank you guys again for joining me one more time, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Started off in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and at the Chinese restaurant with Willie. Shout out to Willie again. And ended up here in LaPorte, Texas, here at the Heniff yard. So, exciting thing that's been happening here at Heniff as well is that the cost of freight is starting to go up a little bit. So there's some loads that are paying better. So I'm excited about that. I really need every little single penny that I can get right now, folks. Show. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna write this truck up. Hopefully it'll get repaired, and then I'm gonna go home, guys. Get some time off. I've been out on the road 7 days now. That's a long time for me. I'm normally out 3 to 4 days. So 7 days, I'm ready to go see mama and the kids and my parents. So don't forget, guys, to be kind to one another. Help anybody needs help. Anybody contemplating suicide, 1-800-273-8255. Military men and women, thank you so much for your service. See you guys on the next video. Peace. We're out of here.